Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is the 2023 Toyota BZ4X, or BZ4 times. I just came up with it. Anyway, before we get started with this video, let me just say I'm not a Toyota hater. I personally own 2 Toyota vehicles because I love the fact that it's no nonsense, full reliability, and you just don't have to worry about them. They just work. Now that said, when this was announced, I was really excited for it. And when this finally came out, I was left so disappointed, and that's an understatement. So in this video, let me show you exactly what I don't like about this thing, and perhaps there are some things that I actually do like, but it's not perfect. So let's get started. And before we get started, folks, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to King's Toyota here in Mason, Ohio at the King's Auto Mall for allowing me to film this video with the BZ4X. And here comes the sponsor of this video, me. Don't forget to hit that like button. And while you're down there, why don't you go ahead and subscribe too if you want to see more videos like this. I really appreciate it. So let's get started with the things that I don't like about this car. 4 things: design, efficiency, charging speed, and the overall packaging. So let's go through each one of those things. First of all, design. Look at these fenders. Why do they need to be black? Look at that one over there. The wheel arches slash fender thing, that's just ridiculous. I mean, why does that need to be black? I mean, any model you get, red, any other color, it's still black, and I just think it looks hideous. Even on the interior, the piano black trim is everywhere. It's gonna leave fingerprints like on the door panel, the center console. I just don't get what Toyota was trying to do here. Plus, Toyota designed this vehicle in conjunction with Subaru to save money. That makes it even less unique because that means now Subaru has the exact same vehicle but just a different name. So Toyota tends to do this every now and again when they're trying to design a particular vehicle where they don't really want to spend a lot of R&D money. They split the cost with Subaru. They've done this with the BRZ in the past, and I frankly think it makes it even less unique. You know, it sure saves Toyota money, but this thing is not unique. The other parts is all right. I mean, it could be better aerodynamically designed. That leads me to my second point, the efficiency. Now, why do I say that? So Toyota is not actually new to making purely battery EV vehicles. If you remember, back in 2012, Toyota made a RAV4 that was purely an EV. So where did they mess up on this thing? Plus, this thing has a 73 kilowatt hour battery, same thing as a Model Y, but this thing gets 60 to 70 miles less than the Model Y. Why would you say? Why would you say that is? I think it has to do a lot with the aerodynamic, or lack thereof, aerodynamic design of this thing, and the fact that the motor efficiency for Toyota is just not there. All right, onto the packaging. Now this thing is supposed to be designed from the ground up to be an EV. So what happened to the front? Why isn't it better designed to utilize the space in here like the Model Y is? I don't understand. This is lazy design and lazy packaging. And make no mistake, Toyota is not the only one that's doing this. BMW, Mercedes, what are they doing? If you're designing a chassis from the bottom up to be an EV, make a frunk. It is a staple of an EV. It's what makes EVs so practical. Come on. But by the way, while we're under the hood, this thing has 214 horsepower and 248 pound-feet of torque. So compared to a gasoline car that has the same power figures, this one will feel more punchy because the electric motor has instant torque. So they feel like the power is just right there under your foot. And because of that reason, electronic cars feel more powerful than they actually are. And on to the fourth point, the charging speed. It doesn't really get better for Toyota here either. This thing only supports 150 kilowatt fast charging. Now, it's only a few years ago that was a standard, but in the world of electric vehicles, this is ancient. And unfortunately, it's already outdated. But wait, it's not all bad. Let me show you the good things that I like about this thing. So while the design and styling choices are questionable, you cannot question the build quality. This is solid, and the build quality reflects that. It is what you expect from Toyota. This is not a Tesla, but it's a good thing in this case. Now the second thing I really like is the interior. Now wait a second, I already said I don't like the piano black in the interior. That's still true. But what I really do like is the buttons. Look at this. Buttons over here, your parking brake hold, regen braking, your shifter, parking button, then your X mode, which controls your snow and dirt mode as well as deep snow and mud mode, and your eco mode here, and then your traction control on off button right next to it. Now look here, this is for your wireless charger, and then you can't see it, but there's like a window built in. So if I put my phone here and it starts charging, you will be able to see that it's just started charging, and I can see through that. That is really nice if you're getting a call or something, but I don't know, I mean, I wouldn't close it, I would just leave it open like this when it's charging. Anyway, There's buttons over here on the steering wheel. These are good buttons. I really like them. Unlike the touch capacitive ones on some other ones. Really good, really like them. Still, your signal stock, Viper stock, yay. Kind of crazy to think that Viper stock, signal stocks, buttons on the steering wheel, and for your climate controls, even your gear knob is a feature. But that's the world we're living now for some reason. So while we're here, here's your view from the driver's seat of the BZ4X. Now, one question I've always had is, what if I'm sitting here and how does it feel to be in this car? Now, let's see, if I put my hand here, well, that blocks the screen. So there goes my information. But if I just scoot up a little bit and my eyes are right here, now I can actually see it. So it's not a problem, but it could have been better designed so where it's over here where it normally is, so you can see through it and inside. But that's what you have. And while we're in here, folks, let me just show you the screen there. That's your driver information screen. That can be customized using the buttons here on the steering wheel. This is your main screen. This is really nice. Huge screen, really good. And then here is your center console, which you can pull back to reveal two cup holders. These are fairly deep. And then you can open it up, and there's your smaller compartment, which comes out to reveal even bigger compartment inside. That's where your manuals are. Wait a second, why are your manuals in here? Well, that's because there is no glove box. But hey, you do have some storage area up here, I guess, if you really wanted to put some stuff there. Inside, we do get a panoramic sorta sunroof, which is divided by this thing in the middle. It does have a sunshade, which actually can be closed here. That button though, you can't just press it and then it closes. You have to press it and hold for like half a second for it to actually close. But that was weird. So just as badly, Toyota has messed up the exterior packaging. They've done a really good job with the interior packaging. Let me show you. So this center console is like a floating center console, which gives you storage area over here. That's really good. 2 USB-Cs and a cigarette style power outlet down here as well. And one thing while we're talking about the interior here, you have cloth seats, which are manual. No excuse for this. I don't understand why they're manual. At this price point, this should be leather and probably electronically adjusting as well. But here's your door panel, that dreaded piano black that I was talking about. Look at that, fingerprints are already there. You got cup holders there. This is soft leather-like material, and this is supposed to be soft, and it sort of is, but not really that soft. So here in the trunk continues. Good, really good design in here. There's quite a bit of space inside. As you can see, even the sides here are quite deep. And you have this privacy cover over here as well. This is the charging cable that comes with the car as well. And a lot of other crap that dealers just tend to give you to inflate the price, I suppose. There's also space under here. There we go. So there's a space under here. Look at this. Lift that up. You have some here. And there's even more under there. You can lift this up and see that. As well as if you lift this up, there's your tools. And if you see these little grooves here, those actually accommodate this thing. So if you don't want the cover up, you can just store it under this, put it down, and you have a lot more space in there. You do have two hooks like this, so that's one on the right and then on the left. This is how it opens. You can put grocery bags and stuff if you want, tie them down, and then you have a light in there as well. But yeah, this is very spacious. And just so you guys can see how big this is, I mean, I'm 6-foot person and I can definitely fit in here just fine. So there is a lot of space. Now if it closes, obviously it's gonna hit my head, but I'm actually touching this thing. If I remove that, I can go back in a little bit further, but yeah, there's quite a bit of space. Also, before we enter the second row, look at this door. Normally, these SUV doors are supposed to open full 90 degrees so you can easily get your car seats and stuff in there. But this is as far as it would go. You can't open it any further. And this actually compromises your space to get in. Good thing is this is quite a big space so you can easily get in. All right, folks, so here we are in the back seat of the BZ4X. Plenty of space for me, even though the floor is quite high due to the battery pack being underneath the floor. Still a lot of space. I set that seat for me. I'm a 6-foot person. Plenty of knee room here. I do like to sit a little bit reclined, so that seat is a little bit reclined back towards me, but still plenty of space. There's a lack of thigh support here, but every EV has that problem because the floor is so high. Unfortunately, the feet can't go under the seat in the front either. Same problem again because the floor is high. These seats actually do recline, ever so slightly, but they do recline. Watch this. So yeah, it's about a little bit like not much. But when you're in the back seat for 3, 4, 10 hours maybe, every little bit helps. Seat pockets, both of them, that's good. But you do have climate vents in here and 2 USB-C ports. That's nice. Headroom wise, there's about 3 inches above my head at the moment. If you seat a little bit relaxed, maybe perhaps like this, you get even more space above the head. You do have a center armrest with 2 cup holders and perhaps a phone holder in here as well. So if you want to put your phone in the middle. There is an LED up here which you can use if you want to read or something here in the back at night. I hate reading. Now because of this sunroof extends back here, it lets in a lot of light. It makes it feel a lot roomier than it actually is. If it was just a little bit back where it would be out of the peripheral, it would make it even better. So child seats, there you can fit 2 child seats in this one. You can fit one over here, one over here. There's ledge style anchors on both of these, not the middle one. But the middle one can fit the child seat as well because there is an anchor at the back as well for it. So you can technically fit 3 child seats, but if you have the ledge style one, you'll probably only have the 2. If you want to carry a lot of cargo in here, you can put these seats down. So this is one, and here's this side. So you can put them down and you can hold a lot of stuff in here. All right, folks, so this was the 2023 BZ4X XLE. Let me know what you thought about the video. If you know what you want to see next, please let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to prioritize that way. But if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I will see you next time.